All right, what up, Five fans? It's your boy JC with my boy Chasen over here.
What up? What up?
Welcome to Fairly Serious number 8, and we'll be going over UFC 234. That just happened. So yeah, very exciting card. A lot of first round finishes. Mainly, I thought the most exciting ones were Devontae Smith, Lando Venata, and I thought there was a really dominant performance by Montana De La Rosa, and also, what was the name of the guy that choked out Ishihara?
I can't remember his name.
Kyung something,
Yeah,
but that was also an amazing finish. Those guys got down.
very high pace.
Yeah, very high pace. They were just throwing bombs at each other, not even really aiming, I feel like.
Yeah.
But very entertaining fight. Not the most technical, but very entertaining fight. But yeah, let's get into the main event. Israel Adesanya versus Anderson Silva. So I thought this was really technical matchup, obviously, and it was really interesting to me how Anderson Silva would just kind of leave his head open and like not even move to just
Yeah.
stand there to just get hit. And also there was that like 20-second period when they were both just standing there,
Yeah, when
which I
Silva
thought
was
was a
in the
little
corner.
awkward. Yeah. But yeah, definitely great fight, and Israel was crying after the fight. It's obviously very emotional challenge for him, but
Yeah, it seems as if it was almost like a passing of the torch fight
yeah,
because all the critics and people are kind of saying that Adesanya is going to probably become the champion and defend
the
his
next
belt.
Anderson Silva basically.
Very dominant striker, but today we just saw a classic kickboxing match, basically.
Yeah, not a single takedown attempted, not one stuffed or anything. But I thought Adesanya stayed a lot more. Well, he didn't engage a lot as much as he usually did.
Yeah.
In his other fights. He was obviously, you have to respect the striking of Anderson Silva because he did catch him like a bunch of times.
With a couple like check hooks and stuff, yeah.
And that one that almost looked like he dropped him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
pretty sure he just pushed him down. And I think Adesanya actually dropped Silva, or almost dropped him.
He wobbled him.
Yeah, his legs went to rubber and he almost hit the floor. But I thought Silva did a lot better than I thought he would do.
Yeah, I think kind of, at least from my perspective, I underestimated his experience and his skill because like you can't just go in there and just punch Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
He's gonna be hit. He's a great counter puncher and he moves good still, or he moves decent compared to how he used to. But compared to the standard, he moves good.
Yeah, but to be able to see these guys fight in their prime would have been amazing. But this was still an amazing matchup. You should always be scared of an old guy in a sport where people retire young. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, he wants it still. His heart's still in the game.
Yeah, but Adesanya's usual strikes and his usual combos weren't really working on Silva. But there is also a lot of tape on Adesanya, so Silva might have. I'm sure he studied him a little bit.
And Silva just sees everything coming.
Yeah.
He was like barely moving out of the way of kicks, leaning back, ducking under kicks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He's really good. Like,
Yeah, and I really like that part where Adesanya almost hit him with the kick, and he just goes like, "Oh, almost got you, just half an inch,
He
oh,
used his
half an
fingers
inch."
to show like
Yeah.
an inch.
But yeah, Adesanya is definitely coming up in the. Obviously, we all knew this, but I think a good fight for him next to prove, because obviously Silva's getting old, so
Yeah.
you can't say, "Oh, he beat Anderson Silva, he gets a title shot,"
Yeah.
So I think he should face one more guy in the rankings before getting a title shot.
Yeah.
Jacare, Yo Romero, who else?
I know the UFC never likes to pit the young guys against each other, but I would love to see him and Paulo Costa.
Oh, that would be crazy. But isn't Paulo Costa fighting Yo Romero?
They had it set up, but it got canceled because
One of them got injured or
some
something.
injury or something.
I personally would probably like to see that one first before Adesanya versus Acosta. But I still think Adesanya is just too patient, and
Yeah.
he would probably just outstrike or, do his little kickboxing thing and outstrike Costa. I don't know if you could knock him out because those guys are insane.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's almost like a waiting game. It's like, how long can he avoid the power shot?
Yeah.
But the good thing about Adesanya is whatever fight he's in is going to be an entertaining fight. So
Yeah,
whatever
just the
match.
way he fights. We were talking about this during the fight too. Like when these two guys were fighting, they both just look like they're fucking around in
Yeah,
there.
they just
Like,
look like they're playing around, but they're really like so technical and precise. Like,
yeah, and I'm like when they taunt and stuff, it's all like with a purpose. You
yeah,
know, they're not just doing it to do it.
yeah,
Which, yeah, I love. And I don't know if Silva's gonna. Well, he's probably gonna have some more fights.
yeah. I'd like to see him just do like he said he wants to fight in his hometown in Curitiba, and I would like to see him just do that and be done because he's already done so much for the sport and takes a toll on your body. So
Yeah, you wanna get out while you're ahead, probably.
yeah,
Yeah. Let's see. Another fight I thought was really good was the Devonte Smith versus Dong Hyun Ma fight. Just he's a big prospect. I feel coming into the lightweight division. This his second fight?
in the UFC, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the precision, the power. I think what really hurt Dong Hyun Ma though was he went to throw a leg kick, and Devonte Smith checked it with his knee, and you could see when Dong Hyun Ma brought his leg back, he was, he
Hurt.
kind of
Yeah.
like stumbled on it a little bit, and obviously Devonte Smith saw that, and he just, chased him down for the finish, and very effectively, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, very precise with his strikes.
And he actually landed like 3 low calf kicks right before that. And he's so quick like with his strikes. We talked about it during the fight. They got to be coming in hard.
Yeah,
Like,
straight up. It was so loud the first one he landed.
you
I
can
wasn't
hear him.
even looking at the screen, and when I heard it, I was like, "Oh shit, what was that?"
Yeah, he's quick and powerful.
Yeah. And I also think that when, oh shit, I was gonna say when he goes to throw those leg kicks, like when he threw the second or third one, I didn't even see it happen. Like even though I was looking at the screen, it
Yeah.
almost happened so fast. I was like, "Wait, did that just happen?"
Yeah,
Um,
that's why he's an exciting prospect. It's like he's just his movement, his footwork, and his speed is like
mhm.
next to none. And this is such a stacked division. I'm just really excited to see.
Killer instinct, and he has a great personality as well. Like the
Yeah.
way he was doing the interview, the way he talks, he's just, such a happy dude. You could see that's his personality, and
Fans love it. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. And even in the lightweight division where there's a bunch of guys that are insanely quick, I feel like he's still one of the top
elite,
ones.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, this guy, what do you think would be a good fight for him next?
I
don't think
know.
he's ranked yet, but
I feel like they could throw him in there with the Sharks and he'd be fine.
yeah.
But they're probably gonna give him some tests before, make him face some wrestlers or something.
Yeah, honestly, I thought in this fight it kind of looked like Dong Hyun Ma wasn't supposed to be in there. Before the fight, I thought it was gonna be a lot more even matchup, but I still thought Devonte Smith was gonna win.
Yeah,
But he just dominated a lot more than I thought,
and he's just such a beast. Like,
yeah,
he's got a good build, everything. He's just a really good fighter. I'd like to see him fight somebody on the top, but like maybe a guy like Dan Hooker, like somebody
that would be interesting. Dan Hooker coming off a loss against Edson Barboza.
yeah,
Showed a lot of heart in that. I think Devonte Smith actually has a similar fighting style to Edson Barboza. Not that he like keeps his hands up in that Muay Thai stance or anything, but the way he strikes and the way he like rips his kicks, just
Yeah.
like the strikes he likes to throw. You know what I mean?
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
they're both just crazy fast. Like,
yeah. So yeah, Dan Hooker would be a good fight if for him to get a redemption against someone with a similar style. Yeah, Devonte Smith, definitely someone to look out for. And another fight I really liked, Lando Venata versus what was his name?
the Brazilian guy.
The Brazilian guy. um,
That's horrible. I'll find his name right now as you talk.
something Marcus or Mauricio or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Lando Venata. Really like his fighting style. The way he just leaves his hands down. It's very, even though he does it, he does it very technically. He like knows exactly where he is, and his distance control
Yeah.
is so good. And when they got to the ground, it almost looked like uh
Marcos Mariano.
yeah, Marcos Mariano wanted him there because, like we talked about, a lot of those Brazilian guys just are comfortable on their back because of they probably started their training in jiu-jitsu and that's their base.
Yeah, it's like Venata wasn't even really putting top pressure, and the guy just kind of stayed there.
Yeah, Venata he was postured up. He wasn't even, down trying to keep him down, and he didn't try to do butterfly guard or rubber guard or anything. He just kind of stayed in the full guard and let
Yeah.
him pound on him.
And it's nice to see progression by Venata because primarily just stands and bangs with guys, but he realized this guy has some crazy physical attributes and he's got good Muay Thai, so he just took him to the ground and just put him in that, what was it, like a key lock?
It was a Kimura, I think.
Like, yeah.
He had him he had his head locked with his legs.
Yeah,
and then
he just put him in the Kimura.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was an amazing first round finish. Overall, great card. And one more, Montana De La Rosa. Yeah, very dominant performance by her.
Yeah, it was super dominant for sure.
Yeah, the way she, just kept the top control. And I really like that thing she was doing where you could see Nadia Kassim, she was trying to get her leg out of she was trying to get it out so she could get into like a comfortable full guard or even maybe like a butterfly guard to be able to push off.
Mm-hmm.
But one I thought was really interesting how Montana, she kept her foot and her ankle inside the knee of her leg, and it kind of kept her leg from
locked
moving.
her leg down, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that really was like a good strategy. I think it really dominated.
Yeah, because it kept her down on the mat too, like her hips.
Yeah, there were so many times you thought she was gonna get out, and then I just saw she would hook her leg again, and then just get her back onto the cage.
Yeah,
And get her back on the bottom. So overall, great card. Not a lot of big names on this card, but a lot of young prospects. So
and yeah, the devastating hernia, right?
For Robert Whitaker, that's
took away the main event, but still great fights overall.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, we'll see the Gastelum versus the Whitaker fight because obviously Gastelum deserves it.
Yeah.
One really interesting at least I thought I saw, was in the open workouts how Robert Whitaker was doing his. Usually he comes in with that jab, like a 1-2-3 or like a 1-2, and then he comes in with his right hand. But what was really interesting was his coach would come to him instead, and he wouldn't engage. And then his coach would come to him, he would do a little feint jab, and then switch into southpaw to get away from the left hand of Gastelum. Because I think how Gastelum really, a lot of his combos are like very similar. He throws that like 3 hook, the lead hand, and then he throws like an overhand, or he throws like an uppercut with his lead hand, and then he throws the cross. And that's how he usually catches guys, because he uses the outside foot advantage. He gets on like the outside foot of his opponent. And I think that's what Robert Whitaker was trying to counter. He would step really far to his left and try to land his right hook, like right down the middle. And we all know like the shots down the middle are way faster than the looping punches.
Yeah, they get to their point A to point B very quick.
Yeah, so yeah, would love to see that fight. But overall, great card. And we'll be back on Monday, Tuesday to do a little free thought podcast for you guys.
Yeah. Can we do Tuesday this time?
Yeah.
Because I got to do some stuff. Got to help some people move.
Yeah.
But yeah, so our next episode will be on Tuesday. Probably around the same time, nighttime, 9:00, right?
Yeah, about the same time. Sorry, we don't really have like a set schedule right now. We're still trying to figure it out. But once we have it all worked out, it'll be a lot more consistent. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next time.